Hi, I'm Paul from the Studio Rats. In this series of videos, we're looking at the effects that come in the Boss Katana. Now, if you haven't seen any of the other videos, please go and have a look at those, as well as they cover a lot of different genres and types of effects. So today we're going to be looking at the T-Scream. Now, the T-Scream is an emulation of one of these, which is an Ibanez Tube Screamer. This is actually a TS9, and the one that they've modelled here is a TS808, which is the original one. So this is slightly different, but it sounds more or less the same. Now, one of the things that I don't like about the Boss Katana is the crunch channel. You can get a much better crunch sound by using the clean channel and using some of the boost pedals. So that's what we're going to be doing today. The reason why Maxon and Ibanez brought out this pedal originally was to emulate the sound of valve amps. Now, in the 60s and 70s, what you had to do to get a distorted sound was to turn everything up full. You couldn't be in the same room as a 100-watt Marshall cranked up full. You'd be absolutely deaf. So they brought out this pedal to emulate the sound of a Marshall at full tilt. So the Tube Screamer can actually get quite distorted if you turn the drive up full. If you like what we do, it would really help us if you liked and subscribed. And don't forget to click on that little bell button down there and you'll be notified of any future videos that come out from the Studio Rats. So I like to use a Tube Screamer around about sort of 70, 68 to 70, something like that. Then you get a nice sort of Marshall type drive from it. The next control is tone. So I like to keep this quite flat, to be honest. I find that the tone on these pedals can get a little bit harsh, even if you turn it up slightly, say to 10, 12. It's quite a harsh sort of sounding EQ, so keep that around about the naught. The bottom control is the low end, so the bass control. So let's turn that up a bit. And again, it can get quite woolly down there, so don't take it past 10. So the effects level is the volume of the effect. And again, as we're in series, if I turn this down fully, we get nothing. Right, the next control is a solo switch. Now this can be controlled via the foot switch that you can buy for the Boss Katana. So what you can do here, if you set the solo level, you can then boost it by clicking on a pedal on the foot switch. Now I like to keep this off unless I'm using the GAFC foot controller. Now another thing about the Tube Screamer is it let a little bit of clean signal through. So if you really want to get an authentic sound from the Tube Screamer, just turn the direct mix up just a little bit. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and you'll be notified of any future videos that come out from the Studio Rats. So I'm Paul from the Studio Rats and I'll see you next time. Cheers.